Welcome to part 2 in our series on how to get started with home learning. In the first series, we talked about how to come up with project-based learning ideas and how to get your child excited and engrossed in the idea of home learning. Whether it's one day a week, whether it's you alone with your child, whether it's a group of children, multi-age, the project-based learning model works for everyone. So in this video, I want to talk about how to launch a play-based learning theme once you've organized it and planned it out. We'll get more into the planning as well in our third video. So when I talk about play, I love to give the example of a game I play. It's a drama game. It's called It Could Be. So what I do is I bring out a whole bunch of random objects. It could be everything from Kleenex, a spatula, a scarf, a rock, whatever it is. Collect a whole bunch of items, 10, and then present them. I present them to the kids and I say, okay, here's a scarf. This is a scarf. It could also be a sleeping bag. It could also be a pillow. It could also be a parachute. And then you start to diverge your thinking into more and more and more abstract things. I give a couple of examples and then we go back and forth. So if it's with one child, you just go back and forth, ping pong, and write the ideas down. In the corporate world, this is actually a really popular game played with a paperclip. So what are 1,000 ways you can use a paperclip? So if you've ever heard of that, this is the premise of play-based learning, divergent thinking. I give that example because when you start a unit, I always start with artifacts. So if you're doing even a pirates unit, you're collecting a whole bunch of pirate artifacts. If you're doing a pioneers unit or mad scientist unit, whatever it is, collect a whole bunch of artifacts, books, concrete objects. Like for example, if we're doing a mad science unit, I'm gonna get test tubes, I'm gonna get a lab coat. Those are concrete objects. But maybe more abstract things would be just vials of random things with weird colors, or just squishy balls, or sticks, rocks, anything, right? And the imagination is going to come out of having those objects. So you have all these things, 10 or more, and you just let your child or the children